Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Minecraft New Nintendo 3DS Edition Let's Play video. And this is part 124 of my Let's Play series. And as you can see, a lot has happened since the last video. I actually did some off-camera work this time, and I worked on the barn a lot more. And now you can finally see what my vision is for this barn in the future. So as you can see, I put all the walls on the outside as well as the wooden accents, and on the inside I continued work on the separate pens as well as starting the detailing. So I kind of ran out of wood, although I do still have some, but essentially I want to make these wood pillars that kind of go up to the roof, and when I put the actual roof on, which it will be kind of like a diagonal angled roof, it's the wood kind of things are going to go kind of around and up to the other side, so it's kind of going to connect in kind of this interesting way. So I think that'll be kind of an interesting design choice for this barn, so just making it look like a basic barn. And as you can see, I'm also making the floor in here, and I am going a little bit on the expensive route by choosing bricks, because I figured that might look pretty good in this area, because there was actually a lot of clay down here, and the reason why this is looking like this is because I had some creeper issues off camera, so unfortunately I did have to deal with these big gaping holes in the ground, but I was able to get some clay, and I'm starting on the bricks. I do have some more cooking here actually, as you can see, and I do have 20 bricks already ready for me to go, and then I have some clay left over. Alright, so there are the updates to this barn, and as far as anything else is going to go, back here is where the ladders are going to be to the actual second floor, because in case if you guys don't know, this is going to be a 2-floor barn. So the first floor is obviously where the animals are going to go, and the second floor is where the crops are going to go. So it's going to be not really a completely covered second floor, so it's going to have like little spaces here for the, the animals to look up at the ceiling, but that's essentially what the barn is going to look like. So I think it's actually going to turn out to be a very good project. And wow, I was only able to make 5 bricks from that, so I'm definitely going to have to do some collecting. But there we are. And also I did connect the path from my house over to the barn, as you can see. And let's take a quick look at my crops real quick, because they look like they're making some okay progress here, but they are nowhere near being grown. Although whatever I placed there, which seems like pumpkins, is starting to grow, or maybe those melons. One of those two looks like it is starting to grow, so that's good at least. As obviously crops grow much slower in this version than any other version. Alright, so at my house, we're back there again, and I am here to get some materials so I can actually work on my barn today, because that is what we're going to be doing in this video. And we may actually start on the second floor today, because the walls are pretty much done, so why not do the second floor and do something a little bit more interesting. So let's make some sticks, because I am going to need quite a lot of ladders. So let's go ahead and make those. Probably going to make about 20, let's see, okay, 24 should be plenty. I'm also going to get some dirt. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, I'm actually needing dirt for my chest here. And that is mainly because I want to fill in that hole, and I want to do some other landscaping work around the area. I'm also going to grab a few stacks of cobblestone, because I am going to need some more stone bricks. And there we are. So my other chest, this chest has my valuables, and that's my diamonds and lapis and stuff. Which, speaking of diamonds, I do plan to hopefully start upgrading my tools soon. I'm not actually going to primarily use diamond tools, because that's kind of a waste. But I will be using more diamond armor hopefully as well, because I only have a helmet and a chest plate, which isn't too bad for already starting out in this series. Alright, so let's take a look here. So I have ladders, so let's place those down first in the corners. I don't know if this will be enough, but I think this is probably how tall the first floor is going to be. Probably the first floor, because the second floor is probably going to start on this block that my cursor's pointing at, this one right there. So that's probably where the second floor is going to go. Maybe the one block above that, so maybe this one right here. That is where the second floor will be. And then the walls will have to go up a couple more blocks. But again, the roof will probably cover that, so it's not that big of a deal. Finish up the ladders here, and now we're up here. So now I have perfect access to up here. So it was certainly nerve-wracking actually building up here like this, because I do have to, make sure I don't fall off from up here. But I do actually have a lot of stone bricks, so why don't I work on that? And here we are. So we'll go ahead and continue along with this. So as far as my new method of recording for my series, which is essentially I transfer my save data over my computer, and now I'm using Citra, which is a 3DS emulator to record this. It seems like you guys from the last video seem to really like the change, and yeah, I'm going to keep doing this as long as I can, keep it going. So I am going to keep using this method in all my future Minecraft 3DS videos. Not the speedrun though, because I am going to make some more speedrun videos pretty soon. For Minecraft 3DS, but I cannot use an emulator. I can for another speedrun category, but I will not for this purpose. So this is basically just going to be for my Minecraft 3DS Let's Plays or any other Minecraft 3DS content going forward. And I think this is a great way to do it too. So that concludes that stack. And now if we go over here, yeah, getting all this stone brick definitely did take a long time. That's part of the reason why I did it off camera. Because for the most part, I just had to wait for it to cook. So I basically just put a stack in, I basically just AFK'd for a bit and came back and grabbed the stack. So that's essentially what I was doing, because I have plenty of materials. It's just the waiting game is just atrocious. And as you can see in here, I do have some waiting for me, but I am going to have to put some more fuel in here. And some details are, whoa, what? I cannot move forward. Is there something in the way, or is it because I can't because of the ladder? What? I never even saw a ladder on the wall. I don't know if you guys ever... Yeah, that was weird. There was no ladder on the wall. Huh. Well, anyways, let's climb up here and place down those remaining two. And we will obviously finish up our stone bricks. There we are. And now we'll go down. Well, I guess I'll do it like that. And now there's a zombie next to me. What a great way to fall. So there is a mob starting to spawn now, obviously. And I have been placing more torches so that hopefully doesn't happen as much. I am going to place the remaining 6 that I have, though, because I do see more mobs over there. So let's grab a stack of dirt and fill this in, and also grab some clay for the flooring of my barn, because there is a remaining couple of pieces here that I did not collect. So here's one actually right here, so collect that. There's also another one down over here, and a zombie. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to worry about these now. Oh, it dropped a piece of iron. Wow, that's kind of rare. And also, if you guys have watched this far into the video, if you guys have any suggestions for any future Minecraft videos that I can make that don't really relate to Let's Plays as much, comment down below, because I might start a new series soon on my channel where I do Minecraft content that isn't Let's Play related. So I could do mod showcases, update showcases, maybe even servers in the future, just videos along those lines, and maybe even challenges as well. But if you guys have any suggestions for any Minecraft videos like that that I could do in the future that you guys would like to see, comment down below, because I would like to hear your guys' thoughts. Because I kind of want to start mixing things up a bit on my channel. So this stack is almost over, so now I will just simply finish this stack up, and there we are. So this is already looking much better than that horrendous. This was like 4 creeper explosions. There was like 3 creepers that spawned in a bunch, and then 1 came over from a different area, and it was just a bad time because the game was lagging, and it was just a hot mess. That's all I gotta say. So that's definitely one thing about this version, is that when there's a lot of explosions on the screen, there's a lot of lag. But that's pretty much a given at this point with this version. So I'm just going to break these little hang-off pieces, as they're kind of being annoying when I go to finish off this, building up this terrain here. And yeah, so this is basically the filling in with all the dirt. And episode 130 is also nearing pretty soon, just 6 episodes away. And obviously I will be doing another milestone museum update. I will be adding a 130 monument and a couple other things as well that I've added off camera that I would like to show you guys when episode 130 does end up rolling around. So we're almost done filling this in, so close, and it's going to look so much better. This is definitely going to be worth it. Unless, of course, more creepers come over and just ruin my day once again. That could also happen as well. But there we are. So it's not completely finished, but we did pretty much get the majority of it completed. I'm also going to place 2 torches in here just so I get more light in the entrance. And funny enough, there's actually already a sheep in here. So if I had a piece of wheat, that would actually be pretty helpful to lure the sheep in, but obviously that's the closest wheat that I'm growing right now, so unfortunately I cannot do that right now. But in here, ooh, I ran out of fuel again. Well, let's throw in a couple more pieces of oak then. That should be fine. I'll just add in a select amount. I'll just add in 20 for now. And there we are. Let's go ahead and eat this one dreaded piece of rotten flesh. So yeah, this is definitely going pretty well so far. So now I am going to start on the second floor of the barn. So I'm thinking I might actually use birch wood for the flooring on the second floor. Now obviously I don't have enough, but I do want to start it at least, so I can at least start with the crops. Because obviously in the last video, I made the little crop over there just so I can get started on crops, so I can, physically have the option to have crops before I have them in my barn. So if I actually, whoa, okay, well that works too. If I crouch here, and if I place a block right there, let's take a look and see how that's going to look. And it looks like I'm having issues trying to place this correctly. And yeah, okay, so it does let me place it there. And if I climb up, collect the remaining, and I'll do an additional 2. And if we look at it from down here, in terms of how it's going to look with the roof, maybe it'll be too low, maybe it'll be too high, that actually would work. I think that would actually work well for a roof. So let's go ahead and go back up there and dodge the sheep, because apparently the sheep really likes my barn, because it's been in here for a while actually. And we will continue building out. So this will essentially cover almost the entire thing. Like I said, this portion will be broken, so I may actually break this portion of the roof. And there we are. So that'll probably be the only portion that I keep in place. And then that way it kind of lines up with the ladder right here. So I think that does work quite well. And then we'll continue along the edge here by creating the border of the roof. So I think this will be a great height for the roof. Then obviously on top of this, I'm going to have to place a huge thing of grass so I can put my crops in. Okay, so I had just enough to reach the end, so that's perfect. And there we are. So that's kind of the start of the second floor right there. And obviously the stone will go up a little bit more. I think I will keep it up to this point because that's going to go over the little wooden design. So I'm going to have to fix that to correlate with the higher roof. And then I'm actually going to start with the physical roof itself. So I'll get out of this pen. Ooh, first of all, let's collect these pieces. So I do actually have a couple left over. And we'll just go ahead and place these right here, because this will be a covered part of the roof. Okay, so we do have some bricks in here. Now I'm going to craft them into bricks, obviously. So let's see how much I can make. Maybe 10, 15? Hopefully 15. 14, so I was one behind. So we were able to finish this little section right here. But like I said, getting all the bricks is going to take quite a while. So there is some clay by my house, so hopefully there's enough there to make a lot more progress on this. Because I do think adding bricks in here would make it look more or less like an actual barn. Because my original plan was to actually make the walls out of bricks, but I just said, you know what, it's going to take way too long, and, bricks are so hard to get, and it's even hard to get it just for this little portion of floor. So, yeah, definitely abandon that idea, because that's going to be way too much. So let's go ahead and put the remaining clay in my furnace, and there we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and in the next video, we're going to be starting on the crop area on the second floor, as well as hopefully trying to get some animals in here. But the sheep is already in here, so that'll definitely make it easier to start with. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.